Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to 5 Questions With. Last week we had some amazing guests on the show, and boy, did we deep dive into their worlds. But here's the best part. We also uncovered their fun and playful sides. Our host, Scott Fullerton, has a treat for you today. You see, 5 Questions isn't just about serious stuff. We like to keep it light and quirky too. We ask questions that let our guests show their wonderfully unique and playful sides. Imagine this. What would they do if they woke up as a squirrel one day? Or what's their favorite ice cream flavor that describes their personality? It's all about bringing out their hidden quirks and having a blast along the way. We believe that even the most successful and accomplished individuals have a fun side, and we're here to celebrate that. So get ready to witness the fun and playful side of our extraordinary guests. You'll laugh, you'll smile, and you might just discover a thing or two about them that you never knew. So sit back, grab a drink, and get ready for the show.
All right, everyone. If it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 Questions With right here on the Left of Straight Show, where we always bring back our fantastic guests from last week to go on the hot seat for 5 little fun questions. Back with me today in studio, we have Kevin McHale and Austin P. McKenzie. Guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I am doing amazing. I am so happy to talk to you again. We had a great conversation last week. If you missed it, check the link below. We talk all about their careers and Austin's new music that's coming out. So much fun to talk to you. And this is, I think, the last day of Sixmas. So we'll talk about that in a bit too. But guys, welcome back. You ready to play little 5 questions?
Yes.
All right. Question number 1. This is my winter of biographies and autobiographies. We have Brittany out, we have Barbara out, we have John Stamos, who you know, Henry Winkler, who I love. Kevin, if you were to have someone in the Glee cast that you'd like to read an autobiography for, who would you like to see a biography for, and what would the title be?
Oh, I would like to see. I'd like to read Chris Colfer's.
Nice.
Um.
What would you call it?
Oh man. Think something like "Shut up and let me talk."
And Austin, your man there, you need to write an autobiography about him. What would it be called? What would it be? What would be the main chapter in it?
What would his be called?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've talked about this. It would be called "Thanks for the Whiskey and Cock," and the main chapter would probably be about his distaste for his best friend / ex-boyfriend.
What?
Whoa! There's some tea I once spilt at the end of this broadcast. Goodness gracious! All right, that's a great title. I love that. All right, question number 2. We are in the holiday season. I'm so sad to say that the ghost of bad music past has decided to haunt you.
Mm.
What's the song you wish hadn't gotten earwormed into your head? And what would be your palate cleanser song to get it out of there?
Oh. Oh, that's tough.
A song. I mean, I just don't like Christmas music really. So there's a lot of Christmas songs. I feel like that's bad to say to you because you love. I'm a Halloween gay, so I get.
That's all right. I'm not going to share this as much as I would normally your music, but that's okay. You can say whatever you want. Feel free, Austin. Go ahead.
Love that.
Love that. Yeah.
And what's a palate cleanser for you? What's a song you love listening to besides your own because it's amazing?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Dang it. Any song off of Renaissance.
Oh yeah. Oh God, a song that I can't get out of my. There's a Halsey song that I can't remember the name of it, but I don't like it. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. And it was really big, and I was like, I gotta change it. I can't do it.
And what's a good palate cleanser for you?
I was gonna say the song Beyonce put out for the Renaissance movie, "My House," is absolutely it.
Good choices. All right. Question number 3. You guys are both very popular in different fields and everything. Do you guys have a fun or a funny fan encounter you can share with anybody?
There was. What, do you have an idea?
Yeah.
Well, okay, go.
So we were at the movies.
Yep.
Yeah, we were at the movies, and whenever someone approaches us, when a stranger approaches us, I just prepare to like take their phone so I can take a photo of them with Kevin. That's sort of
Right.
and this I don't know, he's like maybe 19 or 20 guy walked up to us, and that was my first thought. And then he started to say, "Oh my God, I love you guys so much," which was so shocking. I didn't know that anyone loved me. And he sort of like seemed like he threw up a little bit in his mouth. It was like I love you guys. Sorry. I love you guys so much. Can I get a picture? And that was very memorable. I don't think I'll forget that.
But then he also sort of like just launched into how much he actually loved Austin,
Oh yeah, that's right.
which made me so excited. Yes, a lot of the time it might be for me.
Yeah, it felt good for once.
Yeah, I was like, yes, it's like
That's
your
nice.
turn.
I love that. All right. Question number 4. If Glee had a crossover episode with any TV show, past or present, who would you like it to be? And Austin, if Spring Awakening could do a crossover with any Broadway or off-Broadway play, who would you like to do a crossover episode with?
I don't know how this would work, but I would have really. This would not work at all. But I really would love a Glee Succession.
Oh my gosh, that would be fun.
It makes zero sense.
Right.
But
it's amazing all in the same breath.
So, yeah, I mean, why not?
Nice.
I mean, in the similar vein of answers, I would like The Color Purple would be great to do a collab with. It would make no sense, and that just wouldn't be a thing. But I just want to like be a part of that show somehow because I love that show. We both love that show. Very excited for
What Amber's dress for that the other day. Oh my God.
Oh, for the
I need to
premiere,
see it.
you got
I
to
need to
look
see
at
it.
it. Her like styling and her makeup and hair these days, everything is just on point. It's a whole different level. She looks better
I
than
got to tell you, I purposely put in your little email to dress comfortably because you guys are little fashionistas to me, and I'm the schlub in Ohio. It's like, please dress very
No,
down.
thing on Amazon. I'm like,
Sweater's gorgeous. I love your sweater, Austin, but thank you for dressing down because I was really nervous about that. So, but yeah, Amber is amazing.
oh my
Anna,
God.
of course, always looks to the nines if she's not running after little Emma, but I mean, oh my God, goodness gracious. All right, question number 5. Finish out the holiday season here. You guys both from a great family in the Southwest. Any Christmas traditions you have with your families, or after 7 years together, any Christmas traditions you guys have created with each other you like to do every year?
Growing up, my mom always gave us each of her kids a new ornament each year that was like personal to the child, and I carried that through with us, where every year we give each other a new ornament.
Love that.
Yeah,
you're good at that. Starting little cute traditions.
yeah. As much as I don't really care for Christmas, I think it's important to get into the, as you get older and you care less, especially when you don't have kids. You just like don't care as much. So you gotta like push the happy vibes sometimes.
My favorite Christmas tradition is Christmas breakfast because we're not really getting presents, as the adults. And now my nieces and nephews are getting older too. And so now it really is just about the food. And there was one year where it looked like the Christmas breakfast wasn't going to happen. And me and my sister-in-law staged like a coup, a revolt. And we forced everyone to get into it. And then I ended up, I think, cooking everything. It was like, this has to happen.
I love that. Absolutely amazing. Kevin McHale, Austin P. McKenzie, thanks so very much for playing 5 questions. Being on the Left of Straight Show, remind everybody where they can follow you on social media and look for Austin's music coming out soon. Look for Kevin's autobiography coming to a store near you soon. And guys, take it away.
You can just search Kevin McHale on everything and you'll find me.
Yeah, search Austin P. McKenzie. Why is there a P? I don't really know. On everything, and you'll find me. TikTok, X, Twitter, whatever you call it, Instagram.
We're there.
OnlyFans? No, not really. No, I'm just kidding.
Not yet.
We try not to call X or anything anymore. I don't know. I mean, you were the big starter on that, Kevin, back in the day. And how much of a dumpster fire has that turned
God,
into?
it's terrible. It's just, I don't know. I'm like, well, I'm not anti-Semitic or racist, so maybe I shouldn't be on this anymore.
Right?
I don't know.
Crazy. All right, that's a great way to finish this off. Guys, that's another 5 questions with right here on the Left and Straight Show. If it's Tuesday, we're always back with our amazing guest from the previous week. Austin and Kevin, stay on the line for me, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Happy holidays. All right, everyone. If it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 questions with. Joining me back in the studio today, I have the very handsome, very talented Mr. Mike Manning is back in. If you missed our interview, be sure to check it out. We had a great chat last week, all about his amazing philanthropy, his current projects, some past projects. We had a lot of fun talking, so be sure to check that interview out. Mike, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
You ready to get on the hot seat? Have little 5 questions?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but let's see what happens.
I have faith in you, my friend. All right, here we go. Question number 1. We talked about your big foray entertainment before the real world as an intern at Disney. If you could swap places with any Disney character for a day, who do you want to be and why?
Aladdin, the day he gets his 3 wishes.
Nice choice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Thanks.
Wow, on the cuff, boom. Very good. All right, question number 2. You've done the reality TV thing. Good on you for not doing the challenges and get involved in that drama. But if you had to do another reality show, would you like to do a survival show, a cooking show, a craft show, a dance show, or a singing show? And how would you do?
Oof. Oh, that's a good question. Okay. I think if given the choice, I love cooking, but I'm not a great cook. So it would have to be one of those like nailed it where they don't mind if it's horrible. But I think maybe given those options, I think dancing. I think like a Dancing with the Stars kind of thing, because I think it would challenge me, but I'm also a very physical person. So I would like to work really hard, rise to the occasion, and try to dance my butt off.
There you go. I like that. All right, question number 3. If your autobiography was titled The Chronicles of Mike Shenanigans, what would be the most outrageous chapter in the book?
Oh man, there are so many chapters. Well, anybody that's been following my career, I could say the real world chapter is crazy. I could say my 6 months as employee at Disney World and what goes on behind the scenes there could be crazy. That's a whole chapter in the book. My first year in Hollywood was crazy. There's a lot of chapters. I don't know. Let me get back to you on that.
A big book. It's going to be a thick book. It'll be bigger than Streisand's 1,000 pages.
We don't mind. It's going to be a thick book.
There you go. Nice. All right. Question number 4. You and hubby Nick are throwing a dinner party for 3 people that you admire and want to talk to. Who would be an actor, fellow actor, a producer or director, and a fellow advocate? Who would you like to invite along? What would the conversation be? It seems like a good conversation.
Ridley Scott, just because Gladiator is my favorite movie, and I would just love to just pick his brain and just be in the same room as that man. I think that would be phenomenal. I mean, there's so many directors to choose from. Greta Gerwig is another one, just with Barbie and everything else. And but I think if I had to pick just one, Ridley Scott. I think an actor would be Leonardo DiCaprio. Just because he's such an icon, he's had such a fantastic career. And for a guy so good looking, he's able to chameleon himself into every different role he does. And it's remarkable. It's amazing. So I would love to I've actually had the pleasure of hanging out with him a little bit, and talking to him. I actually talked to him about my homeless youth documentary.
Nice.
And he watched it. He actually watched my movie. And so actually, I scratched that. I've already done that. Maybe Oh, maybe Denzel Washington. Yeah,
That'd be
because I've never met Denzel, and I feel like he's probably a hard guy to nail down to get in the room. So I feel like I changed my answer, Denzel, and then was it an advocate?
advocate.
Let's see. Who can I say? Obama? I mean, is he an advocate? Is
Yes,
he? I mean,
can. Yeah,
he's one of the most.
he is.
He's one of the smartest people on the planet. So can I just hang out with him? And
You produced a project on him as well. We didn't even talk about that. That's amazing too.
I what?
Didn't you produce a project with him?
No. I would love
I
to.
thought you did.
No,
Okay.
I would love to. Let's. But you're manifesting it. You're seeing into the
There
future.
you go. Exactly. We're putting it out of the world. All right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. You're one of the busiest men in show business between your acting, producing, all that other stuff. If you could, we're in the holiday season now. If you could create a new holiday, what would it be and how would you celebrate it?
A new holiday. What would it be, and how would I celebrate? Oof. You know what? I kind of love the idea of Thanksgiving, coming together and just being with family and friends and reminding each other what you're thankful for. I feel like we need that, but I feel like it needs to be a worldwide thing. Because I know Thanksgiving is about America and American independence and everything else and the Pilgrims and we had that sort of history. But I feel like if the world just agreed to be thankful, because I mean, New Year's is kind of maybe like that a little bit, but it means different things to different places. I feel like if the world was just like hey, this is a day to everybody come together and be thankful and just take inventory on like the good things in your life, I feel like that would be a nice holiday to wave my magic wand and make happen.
Well said. That heart of yours shines through every time, my friend. Mike Manning, thanks for answering 5 questions. Woohoo!
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, remind everyone that's been living under a rock where they can find you on social media, my friend.
On socials, I should just be Mike Manning. I think I have like some underscores on Twitter and Instagram on my little handle, but you should be able to find me. And then on my website is mikemanning.info if people want to take a deeper dive.
Fantastic. Stay on the line for me, guys. If it's Tuesday, we'll have another 5 questions with. Next week, we appreciate you listening to Left of Straight Show. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Bye-bye. All right, everyone. If it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 questions with right here on the Left of Straight Show. Welcome back, everybody. Back in studio with me today is the handsome and talented Mr. Mark Byers is here. We had a fantastic interview with Mark last week. If you missed it, be sure to check the link below. Mark is a super talented composer, songwriter. He does always work with some of the biggest names in drag, movies, television, you name it. Mark, welcome back to the show, my friend. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm doing great.
I had a great chat with you last week. Let's finish it up with 5 questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm so ready.
All right. Question number 1. I said in your interview, I love your mashups. You've created one of my favorites with your X-Men theme versus Be My Lover. I'm a huge superhero geek. What superhero would you like to write a score for their next movie or television show?
Oh, wow. Let's go with Nightwing because he looks cool and doesn't have a lot of exposure, I feel.
I like that. Do you watch the Teen Titans TV show?
No, is he on there?
He's handsome as hell. Yes. Nightwing is
I don't follow any of the superhero things, so you can
I'm so sad for you, Mark, all of a sudden. I'm such a geek, it's horrible. All right, question number 2. Nightwing is a great choice, though.
Yeah,
I
he's
will
cool.
send you a picture of the guy that plays him on TV because he would inspire a song or two. I like that. All right.
Okay.
Question number 2. You write all this great music for everybody else. If your life was a miracle, what would be the title of your musical and what would the big opening number be?
Title of my musical. Okay, if my life was a musical,
Yes.
I think, well, because I'm so inspired by campy horror comedy stuff, I feel like I would want it to be a horror comedy a la Evil Dead the musical.
I
So
like it.
maybe it could be Evil Mark the musical. I don't
That
know.
would be fun. I like that. That would be fun.
Or well, yeah, I've been throwing around some ideas for Pumpkinhead the musical because he also like could use some more like revamping and like
Nice.
resurgence of Pumpkinhead from whenever that was released, the 80s.
Very much so. I like that. All right, question number 3. You've worked with some of the biggest drag queens in the world. We talked about RuPaul and so many others. Without naming names, what was maybe the biggest diva moment that you've experienced with one of them? Or what's one of maybe your biggest diva moments that you've had trying to get your point across?
I think the biggest diva moment I've experienced working with someone was a cis woman. Is that cheating to say because it's not a drag queen?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, she had a lot of requirements for this very silly short comedy video where she needed like hair treatments and special wardrobe alterations and everything that didn't work out in the music she was singing was everybody else's fault. Like she wasn't singing some of it correctly and it was like oh, you need to get it together though.
Karen the musical, it sounds like. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was pretty cray.
Wow, that's wild. All right, question number 4. As I said, you've written songs for so many great people over the years. If you could switch lives with anyone you've written for just a day, who would you want to switch lives with and what would you be doing that day?
Ooh, I could see myself switching lives with RuPaul for a day and traveling. I don't think Ru travels that much because Ru is working all the time. But I mean, unless it's for work.
Rue
But
is
I would
working on that farm. One of the
working
two,
on that farm.
right?
I would have a cowboy moment in Wyoming on the ranch that Ru.
There you go. That's funny. All right, and last question. Question number 5. We are in the holiday season right now. We've talked about people that need a do-over or a makeover. What is a holiday song that's in serious need of a makeover, and what kind of a style would you revamp it to be?
Okay, my mind goes to Britney Spears for some reason. What is her holiday song called? Santa, Can You Hear Me?
I believe so, yes.
Santa, can you hear me? Yeah, that could be like a happy hardcore techno song, which would be stupid and like not a commercially viable idea. But I should mash that up in December because that should happen.
I am waiting for that now on social. That's all there is to it. I'm already
That's it.
subscribed to YouTube, so I'm waiting for that. That would be amazing. All right.
I'm glad you approve.
There you go. All right, Mark Byers, you survived 5 questions, my friend. Who would have thought? Yay! Congratulations.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, again, guys, you got to check out our full interview down below. Mark, remind everyone where they can find your great website because it has a lot of your projects you've worked on and people you've worked with, and where they can find you on social media.
Yes, it's markaholic.com and Markaholic everywhere on social media, pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah, so
All
thank
right.
you everyone for listening.
Mark Byers, thanks so much for playing 5 questions. Guys, thank you. Have a terrific holiday season. Hope you're having fun so far. We hope we'll see you next Tuesday when it's time for another 5 questions with our fantastic guests from the previous week. We love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, guys, if it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 questions with. I'm so excited to have back in studio with me today. The amazing members of T3 is here. Liam, Jim, and Brendan are here. Guys, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us.
We had such a fun time. If you missed our interview last week, be sure to check out the link below. They are currently on tour and they have a brand new EP out with original music on it. Be sure to look for that. But you guys ready to play a little 5 questions?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. This one is for each of you. You guys are theater men. You incorporate some great music from Broadway and films into your arrangements. If each of you could sing a duet with any Broadway or Disney character, who would it be and why?
Ooh, character is a good twist.
That's a great twist, yeah.
Ooh. Does anybody have not yet. Ooh, actually, I just thought of a good one. The the Baloo from the Jungle Book. He's just floating down.
Nice.
He could lay a little bass line for you. You could just kind of do whatever, and he's chill. He just wants to hang out. Character-wise, that's a good one for me.
There you go, Liam. I love that. All right, Brendan, do you have one yet?
I think my duet would be with Ariel. I was just I was so in love with Ariel. When I was a kid, I always wanted to sing.
I love that. Jim, how about you?
For some reason, I'm blanking. I always get high pressure situations like this.
Like Ursula.
Oh, you know what? That is a great one, actually. I would definitely pick Ursula. I think Ursula is like one of the most fascinating characters in all of Disney. So I'm going to lead with that. Thank you, Brendan.
Yeah. Actually, that would be a pretty
amazing.
You guys could, like, yeah, that'd be good.
Go
That'd be a
for it.
good one.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
That would be amazing. All right, question number 2. We are in the holiday season. If the ghost of horrible songs past came to haunt you, what song would they put in your earworm that you'd get stuck listening to over and over? And what song would you choose to get rid of it?
Wow.
What's a song you'd hate to have to get stuck in your head over and over?
I have one right away. And it was because it would be playing with the little Jim all the time. The gymnastics place I used to work at. It was Baby Shark. Baby Shark. That thing was so awful.
Nice, I love it. And what would be your palate cleanser? What's a good song to get you back on track, Brendan?
I don't know, maybe like Good Day Sunshine by the Beatles or something.
Nice. All right, Jim, put you back on the spot, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing holiday songs, I'm a little embarrassed to say this. I'm not the biggest Last Christmas fan.
Oh, Jim.
So if that were to come on, but the point being, it's very catchy and will get stuck in your head easily. So that is one that I, wouldn't necessarily want stuck in my head, but a palate cleanser for a holiday song, I would pick something along the lines of Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by NSYNC, or David Phelps' version of Oh Holy Night.
Oh, that's a good one.
There you go. Controversial start, but a good recovery in the end. I like that. Liam?
It's not so much that it gets stuck in my head, but I think I would say Levitating by Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
I love the song personally. However, it gets stuck in Brendan's head. And then Brendan, for the next week, every 5 minutes, will go, Mashugabu.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And so, but the palate cleanser would be literally any other Dua Lipa song, because they're all also catchy and awesome.
I love that. That's amazing.
Now,
All right, well,
Mashugabu is going to be hell.
all right, question number 3. T3 is already superheroes to me, but if you guys were actually able to be a superhero team, what would each of you want your superpower to be?
Invisibility cloak, like the thing from Harry Potter. I just think that could get you out of so many difficult situations. You could just remove yourself. I don't know. I think that would be awesome.
I like that.
I also have like a similarly not really powered answer. Like, growing up, my favorite superhero was Robin from Batman and Robin, and he doesn't really have particular superpowers other than just being a positive, helpful guy.
You got this, man.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I've always been the Flash or Spider-Man. Those were the two that I'm just like, either of those powers, either super fast or Spidey.
That is amazing. Brendan, I got to go to GalaxyCon this past weekend in Columbus, and I got to go to Grant Gustin's panel and talk to him for a while. It was amazing. So much fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
It
I
was
watched
a lot
that
of
show.
fun.
Like 5 or 6 seasons of that show. Are they still doing that show?
I think they're done.
You got Andy Mientus. You had so many great Broadway people on there. It was great. I loved it. Yeah. All right. Question number 4. You guys are on tour now. So if you got to be divas during this tour, what are 3 things each of you want on your rider in that dressing room?
A nice, soundproof place to nap. For sure.
Nice.
I love a nap all the time, whenever I can. So if we could just like make sure that there's like a nice bed, like behind a closed door, that I could just sleep in whenever I want, that would be.
I think I would
Nice.
say it's locally sourced IPA or bourbon. I like to like see the differences between each place and kind of like just I like to try local spirits like that in the city. So I'd say
Nice.
mine would be the local coffee. I love a local cold brew or a local espresso or something.
Good choice. Coffee fiend here as well. All right. Last question. We got to get you guys out of here. You guys have things to do, places to go. If T3 had a time machine and could be teleported either back in time or into the future, whose concert would you like to attend and maybe go on stage and perform with?
Boys to Men for me, without a doubt.
Wow, good
The
answer.
first CD I ever had was Boys to Men, and like because I think my mom, like when she bought me a CD player when I was a really young kid for Christmas or whatever, she asked the guy at the CD store what's something he can sing along to. So I got a Boys to Men CD as my first thing, and I've never seen them live, and they're like the pinnacle for me.
Yeah, definitely. I know that there was a tour when I was too young to see it, and I was so bummed. My mom didn't let me go see Billy Joel and Elton John together. Maybe they've
I
done
see
multiple.
that. I saw
Did you
that.
see that?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's so good.
I
So
did not get to see that. I still haven't forgiven my mom. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think I would transport back to that because they're both idols.
The benefits of being a bear of a certain age. Journey and Elton John with Billy Joel. Definitely. That's 2 of my favorite
Yeah.
concerts.
For
Brendan?
Oh wow, yeah, Journey I think would be one. I was gonna say something. I want to see them young, fresh, fresh face, from New York before it both of them, starting being successful and getting more deep. So it's going like, early summer.
I love that. Okay, Liam, let everyone know where they can find T3, the website, where they can find your social media. Hopefully, I think you have this weekend, you'll still be on tour. They can find tickets. And of course, they can get this debut EP. Don't be cheap ass bastards. Buy it. Don't stream it. And where can they find you?
We are on t3official.com, and all of our things you can find on there, but we're also t.3official on Instagram, TikTok. Twitter doesn't let you do a dot, so we're T_3 official there. But then anywhere you stream music, T.3, and we'll be there.
Brendan, Jim, and Liam, thanks so much for bringing T3 to life for us. I appreciate you being on my show, my friends. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having us. This is a blast.
Yeah.
You're the best. Thank you.
All right, stay on the line, guys. Guys, if it's Tuesday, it's always time for 5 Questions With. Be sure to check our links below. You can see our full interview with T3 we did last week. So much fun. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to The Left of Straight Show. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast distributor, and please give us a 5-star rating so more listeners can find us. You can follow us on social media, and be sure to check out our website, www.leftofstraightradio.com, for contests and other news and information. See you next week.